Do we have an N-word?
Damn.
Damn?
Nam?
No, damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, well, welcome to the 19th?
I think so. Yes, 19.
Welcome to the 19th episode of the N-word, where it's not Nam.
It's nerd.
Could have
I'm
gone
your-
with 19.
Oh, that's also true.
we could have gone with, well, we already did 9,001, so there's so many numbers that start with N.
Yeah, 9.
9, 19,
90, 900, 9,000.
9 mil. Okay, stop.
Just saying.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm your not host, Edward St. Alvin the Fifth.
I'm your not host, Joe Narco.
I'm also not hosting, Brennan.
And
Cheats.
we are -1 today.
Arco. One Arco gone.
One Arco gone.
Another one.
He's doing homework. He's not dead.
Oh, he's not?
No.
School is a form of death.
Yeah.
Then what never mind.
Okay. We just watched the coolest thing. Oh my god.
So, we just watched the gritty fan film reboot thing of the Power Rangers.
Awesome.
And links in the description. And
If it's still on the internet, because that's the second that's been taken off twice.
yeah. But oh my god. Well done. And I was saying to them in the middle of it when the black guy is fighting everyone.
You said hot.
Hot, yeah. And he's fighting that one guy, and they're actually fighting. It's not doing that film thing where they cut during every punch.
Or
so
the
that-
original Power Rangers version where they're just 10 feet away from each other.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. No, it was like fighting, and I enjoyed it
Beating me
very
with the
much.
wind.
What did you think about it?
I
Having
liked
seen
it.
Power
I
Rangers
liked
before.
the little subtle hints to some of the lesser characters.
Like Bulk and Skull?
Yeah.
Who are actually gangsters?
Right, and I started laughing, and you knew that I got exactly who they were supposed to be. The Rita twist was interesting.
I did
Yeah.
not see that coming in, when I first watched it.
And I don't watch Power. I never watched Power
Disappointing that they
Rangers.
just killed off the gay guy through suicide.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
Everyone
suicide.
else got a
It was
fighting
Rita.
scene.
Spoilers.
Well, there's always spoilers. We should just name our show spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah, valid.
If you plan on watching what we're talking about ahead of time, view a different episode.
But now they're being sued.
Copyright infringement.
Who did the original? What it was Kaban or something?
Oh, I don't know the company.
The company that originally did Power Rangers was suing them. Is suing them for that, and want them all took all the videos down and
I mean, are they
copyright
profiting from the
infringement.
video though?
I don't think anyone is.
See, I don't know how they can.
That's very
Especially
upsetting.
when-
Copyright infringement and copyright law, and it's always been very confusing to me because it's not specific. It's very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'm probably the only reason because, if you view the video, you can see there's clearly some money put into this project,
Right.
which would be what I would think their only motivation behind suing them. Going, wow, you have a better budget than we did when we made it.
And that's a 14-minute film.
Granted, the effects weren't there at the time, but
Well, with the original Power Rangers, they just stole all the fight scenes from Japan, the Japanese version, and then just threw the American guys in there for the scenes in the fucking juice bar.
right.
Yeah.
Fucking juice bars in the 90s.
No, that was very cool, and I want them to make that, and I would actually watch Power Rangers if it were like
But
that.
apparently the Green Ranger went on record saying he didn't like it at all.
Really?
Well, the
Yeah.
Green Ranger's kind of a
Dick? Yeah.
Wait, the Green Ranger that played it in the original, or the
Yeah.
Green Ranger? Oh, okay.
The one that's MMA fighter now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That we saw at Comic-Con.
Right.
That's weird.
He also
Who
looks like
wouldn't
he's
like
trying
that?
to
That was a
impersonate Vanilla
beautiful
Ice.
thing.
Yes. Right? I thought that was awesome.
That was so cool. I
Like,
would if
Jason
I
Bourne.
had control over Power Rangers, I would not sue them. I would hire them.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, and like imitation's the
Hey,
greatest
you're
form of
getting
flattery.
a call.
Hey, as long as you work for us, you have creative control. Go, make us money.
And I don't see why they get all butthurt about it, because isn't imitation the greatest form of flattery?
Right.
Right. You would think.
Mhm.
Whatever. Yeah, copyright, just whatever. I'm scared because right now I'm editing up my Academy Awards, and I have clips of all of the winners. And so I'm pulling stuff from Birdman and from Gone Girl, and I'm like, is that...
I believe all you have to say is like either your description or some part in the video that you don't own any of it.
the rights.
And I'm also
yeah.
not going to be monetizing it. I'm not putting ads
Right.
on it, so
Well,
I'm not going to be making money off of stuff that they
You
make.
should just in case put that on
Right.
there. Just,
Yeah, You should do the disclaimer, but nonetheless, the thing is, they're not going to go after you because they know they're not going to get money from you.
Right, exactly.
Because
No
you don't
offense.
Yeah.
None taken. I am no PewDiePie.
So,
It is a sad day.
Oh, and speaking of which, the Academy Awards should be up by the time that this is up,
awesome.
considering timing. So, link in the description.
Cool.
All the links.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what you
I
do.
am too. I'm going to record it tomorrow.
And as I said, if you do sci-fi things or nerdy things, I'd like to join you.
Yes. And I will invite all of the Nerd Word people.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, as Brandon was starting to say,
Tis a sad day
tis
on the
a sad,
Nerd Word.
sad day. Well, it says warp speed on it. That's really cool.
Tis a sad week.
Yeah.
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 This was a couple of days ago. John, I feel like you should be the one to discuss
This will
holding
probably
the Star
be
Trek mug.
old news for everyone listening to this, but for us, Leonard Nimoy just passed away a couple days ago, and it was rough. And what kind of got me more than anything is because I didn't grow up. I grew up watching a little bit of Star Trek, but not with Leonard Nimoy in it, and it was always Next Generation or like Enterprise and Voyager and Deep Space Nine and all that stuff. And I was talking to the older guys at my work, and like it was the first time I kind of saw my supervisor shut down.
Yeah.
Really?
Is when I told him he passed away, and like I was like, I've never seen that emotion on you, and I'm uncomfortable. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw how it affected all these other people who were a lot older than I was, who like grew up alongside, the original Star Trek and like all that, and it just kind of made it hit a little bit harder for me.
Mm-hmm.
See, I remember watching Spock as one of the main, but I would always have to catch repeats on
Mhm.
everything anyways because of sports.
Yeah.
So, okay, because you were probably watching them as they were coming out then. Okay. That makes
Like I always knew, like, and I've seen a couple.
I'm not older than you.
And I've
You're
like,
older than me by an entire month.
woo! I saw episodes when they were like when they'd show up on like UPN or something,
Right.
Yeah.
whenever it was on. But I never like actually like sat down
PBS.
and watched.
My dad is a huge Trekkie. A huge Trekkie. He can listen to 4 seconds of an episode and tell you what the name of the episode
Jesus.
is.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can do it with friends, but continue.
Yeah.
Ross
I don't know.
Podcast.
I haven't talked to him about it yet. I don't know if he knows, which is kind of scary.
He just
My
says,
mom and I just kind of did the Spock hand gesture to each other and looked sorrowful.
Yeah.
I saw a video from IGN, and they did like a tribute to Spock, and it was just a whole bunch of people at IGN, holding up the
Yeah.
fingers, and it was just some music behind it, and it was kind of like powerful, even though nothing was said.
Well, I feel the man had truly lived long.
And
had
prospered. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
saw
kick you
a
off
bil-
your chair.
I saw a billboard, or I saw a picture of a billboard, I should say. That is that what you're pulling up right now?
Mhm.
Oh, it was a billboard, and it had a picture of Spock, and it said he did.
Oh,
I know the feels.
No, as the picture I saved from Facebook that says, "Of all the souls I've encountered in my travels, his was the most human."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really see him. I saw him in a little bit of Star Trek of what I have seen of it, but I saw him in Fringe when he was on that. That was interesting.
New Star Trek.
Yes, but a sad day for sci-fi nerds, humans.
And from what I've seen and read, like he was just a great person all around.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
He's no William Shatner, so he's like a good person.
Wait.
William Shatner's an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, and that was kind of my thought is, how did he die before William Shatner? Who
That's
was
exactly what I said to one of my coworkers. I was like, "How is Leonard Nimoy dead? We still have fucking William Shatner. This is bullshit."
We'll trade William Shatner for Leonard Nimoy.
I've tried those trades before. I offered to sacrifice Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber to get Kurt Cobain back.
Yeah. I've actually come to like Miley Cyrus a little bit.
There's something on the wing.
There's a colonial woman on the wing.
Explain the words you just spoke.
There's a colonial woman on the wing?
No, before that.
Yeah, you
What did I say?
I respect Miley Cyrus.
Oh, right. She's pretty weird. But she did a performance on the 40th anniversary of SNL that was very, 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 very good. And I liked it a lot.
Very not Wrecking Ball.
Very not Wrecking Ball.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Wrecking Ball was also not written by her, but she still sang it. Whatever.
She still rode the wrecking ball around in the music video.
That's true. I don't see why that's a reason to hate her, though.
No, okay, that's fair. But
There's
still.
some weird stuff in music videos.
There's some weird stuff in music videos.
Look at some of the 80s and 90s music videos. This is
Madonna's
not a new thing.
Pokey,
I know.
Pokey cone bra? Yeah.
Right. The weirdness in music videos has always occurred.
Well,
For
yes.
me, for those two, it's being that famous, having a musical talent. I might not like them, but I do recognize that they're much more talented than I am. But being complete and utter douchebags to their fans, to just people in general.
Right.
Their attitude when they're getting paid all this money and they can't act like decent human beings.
Justin Bieber
And
definitely. What an
he
asshole.
spits on his fans.
Right.
He does all sorts of grotesque things and thinks
People
it's
love him and
funny
it's
to
stupid.
be driving drunk and getting caught by the police and thinks it's hilarious.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
those type
are
of
in
celebrities I
that
don't like.
position where you are making this sort of money and being a public figure,
You got to realize you're carried by your fans.
right?
That they carry you.
And it's not just like the stuff you put out there is where you have to like have a good image. It's all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But I don't like their music. Wait, but there's
It's the cherry
plenty
on top.
of,
It's very on top.
decent music out there that I'm like, okay, I could see why you would enjoy that band. Not a fan of it
Right.
personally, but I'm not gonna hold. I don't judge people if they're like, I like Justin Bieber. I will just say he's a douche.
Yeah.
I do judge them if they say they like Nickelback, but that's beside the point.
That's not beside the point. It's on the point, right there.
That's a social social necessity.
What's next on our
Alien
things?
5.
Oh
Okay,
yes, talk about Alien 5.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm thoroughly excited. A bunch of concept art came out from Neil Blomkamp, or the guy who did District 9 is doing Chappie.
Yeah.
Right.
He did a whole bunch of concept art for, he's like, I really would like to do an Alien movie. And then 20th Century Fox was like, hey, you want to do an Alien movie?
You would make us all the money and people would be happy.
And so now he's doing another Alien movie.
Cool.
And Sigourney
Nice.
Weaver signed on already. She's
Yeah.
like really excited about it from all the stuff.
That's excellent.
Yes. And Michael Behan, however you pronounce his last name, the guy who played Hicks from Aliens,
Okay.
is possibly coming back. And it's supposed to probably be set between Aliens and Alien 3, because he said he doesn't want to... He originally said he's like, no, I'm going to kind of pretend Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection didn't exist, but then he's kind of took that back and he's like, no, I'm going to respect the fans that like those movies, and it will still incorporate those movies as well.
Okay.
So
Intriguing.
I only noticed now that, like, just a couple of days ago, that Sigourney Weaver was actually nominated for an Academy Award for Aliens.
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Because it's awesome.
It was. She's like the pioneer of people being critically recognized for science fiction films. And I'm like,
It's true.
you go, Sigourney. I like you, Sigourney.
We still need to get you to watch those.
Yeah, I still need to watch them. They're on the list. They're on the list.
One of the days we'll have a movie night.
Right after Pumpkinhead. Yes, a man recommended to me a movie called Pumpkinhead today.
I refuse to let you
A
watch
horror
Pumpkinhead before any of the Alien movies.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
But no, I'm thoroughly excited.
Speaking of being excited for sequels, Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Oh god.
I know.
That first one, I didn't like that first one, Playing in the Dark. We tried to do our
We
first
tried
LP.
playing it in the dark and it didn't record right, but it was a really awesome video. We made it to night 4 of 5, but then I died. Did we make it to night 5?
We made it to night 5 and we kept switching off.
Yeah, and then we died, and we never finished.
Looks, it's terrifying.
But then 2 came out, and 2 was slightly different, and it added a couple new mechanics, and 3 is not the same game.
Okay. Explain 3.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how
Okay.
to explain it. So, you still have the tablet with the map and the rooms and the cameras. You have that.
Mm-hmm.
You have a second tablet map thing. Well, also, this map is layered, so there's 2 layers to it. There's, like,
So
vents,
floors?
and there's
Oh.
and there's rooms.
Okay.
And then there's buttons to activate audio, and there's buttons to activate to seal vents.
And all
And
this
you can only
costs power.
seal one. No power.
No power.
No power. Then on this other thing, there's it's like a reset button. Because your audio, your cameras, and your vents, they all have
Lesbians.
separate systems.
Okay.
And these systems constantly malfunction.
Oh.
Either of the fault of Freddy Fazbear, or from the fault of... Oh, by the way, Freddy isn't even in this, I don't think. Or from the fault of just how terrible...
5 nights at this place that...
Like, the place is. Or from the fault of this... There's one monster. It's awful. It's a combination of all 3 of them into this just decomposing, disgusting, scary as shit fuck.
Okay.
And I'm not sure how to play it yet, and I've watched 2 nights of it. I'm not sure how to play it. I'm not sure how the animatronics work, or the cameras work, or the vents work, or what all of these things have in common with each other. But it's a beautiful game, and the graphics are like way more intense than the others, and there's like a real storyline behind it.
Oh. Rather than just like, oh, have fun, and then I die.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a real storyline happening. And it's so interesting. I'm gonna have to keep watching people play
I'm gonna
it.
say one thing.
Okay?
Have fun.
Okay.
I feel like that some nights when I work graves at Coors.
Yeah.
Just because all of a sudden, like, a camera goes out. There's no one in the building. What caused it?
I need to
It's-
check
it's
that
Freddy.
dragon,
It's
make sure
Freddy.
he's not
It's
moving.
Freddy.
No, I get that at the zoo sometimes. Like, when I worked a lot of overnights a couple summers ago, and the animals are very vocal.
Yeah. I
At like
noticed
2
that
o'clock in the
at
morning.
night.
Yeah. And then at that time I had the door open because they turn off the AC and the heat at night because they're wonderful people there.
Well,
You can quote me
they
on
don't
that.
want to pay for one person to keep
Yes.
warm or cold. Especially when they can get off their butt and go outside.
I know. And then you just hear this like, "Arr!" and then you're like, what the fuck?
I jumped out of the chair because a peacock had come up right to the window, or to the door. And right when I opened it, it's like right there. And I'm like, fuck! And it looked at me and was like, what the hell's wrong with
This
you?
is it. This is the day I die.
Damn you, peafowl!
But yes.
I hear peacocks are awful.
I hate them. Like a passion. I hate them with a passion. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. If I could eat a peacock, I would, just to assert my dominance over it.
Nice.
In front of the other ones.
I'm like, this is what happens when you piss me off, and just like start chewing on a drumstick.
At the very least in front of Stormy.
You fucking bird.
I don't drumstick. I'm assume that peacock meat is blue.
Just because the rest of them is.
Yeah.
You've heard it here on the Nerd Word first. Peacock meat. It's blue.
Peacock meat is blue. I made it weird.
You had mentioned something in our GroupMe that we share for the Nerd Word about types of immortality.
Yeah,
and I'm
well,
kind of intrigued what you were going with that.
So this was kind of going with the Iron Druid series
Okay.
again. You've got one person who's able to prolong his youth, and with that, like, he could die, like, if he got shot at or somebody chopped off his head, he could die that way. But he doesn't age, and so he doesn't face those forms of natural deaths as a risk. And then he also talks about other types of immortals, like the Greek gods were true immortals, where, like, the Norse gods, they had places of hell or heaven for the gods for when they died. Like, if Thor died, he would go to Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just interesting that different mythos have kind of always had that idea of immortality, but it's always kind of meant something a little bit different to different groups. And so I was wondering that if there was a form of immortality that you can think of that you could do upon yourself or whatever, would you do it?
I don't know, because immortality, it always comes with any sort of immortality, whether you're like one of them hoity-toity vampires or just immortality because you're a fucking Highlander or something. It always comes with, you have to, like, the pain or, like, the burden of, like, falling in love with someone or having close companions and then watching them die. And you have to keep on going.
Yeah. And
that's
that
kinda like a
would be
hell.
always kind of a shitty thing.
Yeah.
But the kind of thing is, you kind of have that risk in a normal life as well.
That's very
like,
true.
Granted, the numbers would vastly increase, but at the same time, you know, you're going to spend 40 years with one person, ideally, even as they age. And I think it would just be intriguing on the aspect of seeing humanity progress.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
would be, yeah.
The different changes. And my thought on it was always, if I could go like back into the past and watch history from firsthand view, and then catch up to my
$5 in a
old
savings
life.
account.
Well, there's that too. But just catch up to my old life and be like, okay, that's how we got here. Like, I would love to be immortalized that way. But
Is that why you're playing Assassin's Creed?
Get through the first one, it gets a lot better from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've played Black Sails and
Black Flag?
yeah, that one.
Black Sails.
Black Sails, Black Flag,
Black people.
something black. And
No,
fine
whoa,
somewhere.
that escalated quickly. Jesus.
Hey, I went sexual. You should.
I don't want to
This
be
is
immortal.
the weirdest sandwich I'm in.
If I have seen far enough movies and read enough stories that immortality just sounds like a real bad idea. Plus, I've already been here too long. Just kill me.
You're 19.
Yeah,
How many
Jesus.
problems? But I already have so many problems. How many problems can you accumulate by the time you're like 80? Oh my God, you're just gonna be like a big ball of stress. That's why people die.
It's called life.
I know. Just kill me. I don't want to be immortal.
I felt so wise right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little whippersnapper.
See, when you had brought that up, I thought you were talking like different forms of like
Cellular?
immortality. No, that we like get like nowadays, like how people can be immortalized in like writing or in a movie.
Well, and there is that
or
aspect, and that is
an
definitely
internet radio show.
Okay, so I almost just said something bad. I was gonna say, take my brain and just put it in a computer so I can watch life as it floats by. And then I realized that's basically what Transcendence was, and that was a
Right.
terrible movie, so...
Oh, I was really excited to see that one.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
it was
it's
cool.
It's
AI and
I kinda
spoiler
liked it.
alert, it's winning least memorable performance in
the Academy of Edward.
the Academy of Edward. There's like Melissa McCarthy, Tammy, let's see, Annabelle Wallace and Annabelle and the whole cast of Transcendence.
Okay.
It's bad. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so just
But
stay
I would
tuned.
want to be the kind of immortal that could die.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Like a
if it
Highlander?
ever... Well, yeah. If
Like-
it ever got too much, just have someone lob off my head.
Right.
Be like, you know what? It's been 800 years. I'm good. I'm out.
Off with his head!
Let them have cake.
Or maybe just, you know, take a cold nap in some icebergs for 50 years.
All right, Captain.
I can just imagine now, like, Marie Antoinette,
Captain, my
like,
captain
redone.
to
Okay, so you know how they did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Excellent
And
movie.
then Pride and Prejudice and Zombies that they're working on
Good
right
book.
now. Did they do something with Marie Antoinette?
No.
They should do
my
something
knowledge.
with Marie Antoinette, but make Marie
Werewolves.
Antoinette a gay guy. Let them eat cake.
Okay.
They found
okay.
out she had a penis, and that's why they had the
Slight
revolution.
sidestep. I watched a movie. This quote unquote this movie this weekend called To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie
Yes!
Newmar.
Denzel Washington, Patrick
No,
Swayze.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Sorry, Black
What? I've heard of this movie because of its long, weird
Little Mexican boy, why are you crying? No, this is a classic. You should. Elder,
I'm supposed
Edward.
to be the film buff.
Not only that, but this is part of your gay history. You need to watch
Okay.
this. Wesley
You're my,
Snipes.
Wesley
you are my
Snipes.
elder
I
gay.
know,
You're
I
supposed
failed.
to update me on these
Well, that
things.
and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. You need to watch those.
Okay,
two.
Patrick
on it.
Swayze, Wesley Snipes, entire movie in drag.
Good.
It was interesting.
It's fantastic.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I don't
Chu
use the
Wong
word fabulous.
Fu.
Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
What a weird name for a movie.
Yeah, it was at this gaming night afternoon thing, and it was evening time, and they were like, "Hey, we should put a movie on in the background," and they're like, "Star Wars, Indiana Jones." They're like, "No, Chu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar." And I was like, "Did I have a stroke?" And they explained it, and I'm like, "Nope, having a stroke."
Yep, that's it. Oh, okay.
And then it started, and I'm like, "Oh, not stroking, real thing. Oh, okay, interesting."
Cool. But
And
it was a good one.
I enjoyed it. Yes, it helped that Robin Williams showed up for a little bit. And I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
Woo.
Woo, Robin.
But yes, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Just keep suggesting these things. I'll add them to my list and watch all of them and then
Okay.
review them and then yay!
Huzzah!
Oh,
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is kind of similar to Wong Fu,
okay.
only in Australia.
Right.
Oh.
Anyways, do we have anything left?
Yeah, I wanted to wrap up with
Green kids scrapping.
the cat was there when I was trying to write that. Like that says generic kid experiences that
Oh, yes.
like kids are supposed to have experienced, but you never got to. My example being
We just talked about ruined my childhood.
How does that say generic?
Stop judging
handwriting.
me. Maybe you should.
You
let me
decided
write
you
these.
didn't know how to spell it, so you scribbled it, didn't you? That's what
Beside the point.
That's what I thought. I've done that.
Like I've never gotten into a Roman candle fight.
Oh, that was awesome.
Okay, explain what a Roman candle fight is.
You stand at about 40 paces from each other, you light your Roman candles, and you try and nail the other person when it flies out and
Do
shoots
you know what a
it.
Roman candle is?
I am well aware of what a Roman candle is. Isn't that dangerous?
Yes.
That's why it's called a fight, not a cuddle.
There isn't parent supervision during these fights usually.
It's a sparkler cuddle. Yeah, see, my fireworks experiences were sparklers. It's what turned me gay. Was
We launched the good shit here. Neighbors went to Wyoming and Nebraska to get the
My
stuff
parents
that
used to
flew
do
up
that.
and blew up the
we
mortars.
we were cheap bastards, and we got the little bitch cunt bitches.
The snakes.
And
I love those.
I love the
Like
snakes.
all of them at once.
Yes, those were what made my childhood. But the tiny things, and you lit them, and they went.
Oh, like the fountains?
Yeah, that's it. That's basically all they've ever lit.
One of my favorite 4th of July pictures that I have, it's myself and my best friend Tyler, and we're running back towards the driveway after lighting a firework, and the firework is just behind us. And I'm slightly over-exaggerating, but...
That sounds... I
And
imagine
we're both like turning around, we're like, what?
I imagine a very Michael Bay-esque thing.
Then you'll never see this picture, and that's what we're going to leave with it. And you had mentioned something.
I never had a Nintendo 64.
That's a classic console.
I didn't have one either, but my friends did, so I would just go over there.
Kind of what I
Like
did
I said,
too.
the games I had when I was a little kid, Game Boy and Dreamcast.
I had Game Boy, and I got
not gonna say what I had.
I had a PS1, and then I had a PS2, and then I had after I got a GameCube and the Wii. That was like my cycle of game consoles. I was really into my PS1 though. Holy shit!
Oh, that's an awesome console.
Awesome console. What do I remember? Spyro.
I love Spyro.
Crash fucking
Bandit.
Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking like tiki mask.
Yeah. And then Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for PS2.
Yeah.
Hey, check that video. Out on the
That one
YouTubes.
video that we
That
made.
one
Ha!
YouTube's 3 hours of gameplay.
Which we never finished.
No,
but
we didn't. Yeah.
we didn't. I think, did we make it past chapter 1?
We
No.
got to the Bloodmire Mansion.
Right, we did. We did. And there was just lots of
Then
poison
we killed
dogs.
Igor or whatever the guy's name is in the sewers.
Yeah. And then doesn't it turn out at the end of the game that like the woman that you've been helping the whole time was like really a vampire? And...
No, what happens is the big evil guy that captures the 3 original heroes turns her into a vampire when he takes over
yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah.
Bastard.
I know. Then you
Those
kick her
games.
ass, then you kick his ass, then she gets de-vampired, and everyone's like, yeah.
End of Baldur's
they stick
Gate
her in
2,
the
and
chest,
then there's a
just basically.
cliffhanger for Baldur's Gate 3, and
Which
they
never
make it.
happened.
I think that we should win the lottery and make it.
Done.
Okay,
Cool.
let's go win the lottery.
Did you have a...
Childhood experience that I didn't experience?
Along the lines of N64 and Roman candle fights, because it could get dark.
I mean, not really. I mean, I thought my parents made me pretty well-rounded as a child.
Okay. I don't think Roman candle fights make you rounded.
Absolutely it did. We were pretending to be Harry Potter.
What didn't you have
and
in your
the
childhood?
movies
A
weren't
Nintendo's-
even created yet.
What did
That
you have
was
in your
book
childhood?
style.
A Nintendo 64, Roman candle fights. Love for my parents.
Well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Score.
I thought I did childhood pretty alright.
Okay. There's nothing like you look back on, you're like, oh, I wish I threw rocks at more things, but nothing like that, or...
No, I got trouble when I threw rocks.
No, yeah.
Mostly because I broke things.
I wish I learned how to swim, because I still don't know how to swim.
How do you not know how
We
to
go into a hot tub at least once a month here.
That's not swimming.
It's not swimming, that's...
It's taking a bath with friends. If you can stand in it, you don't need to know how to swim.
It's
You can drown
basically
in
just
3
like
inches of water.
laying in stranger ball water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what a hot tub is. It's just ball water.
I mean, he at least knows where the balls are coming from.
I had a dream. Okay, you want to hear... Just to finish up, do you want to hear about my fucking
I would
weird
love
dream
to.
as fuck? Okay, so...
Dream cherry.
Once upon a time, this is me in my dream. I, like, have... I don't know, like, my balls... I go to the doctor for my balls, okay? And... I know, this is weird.
Okay.
And they're like, you have cancer in your balls. And I'm
That's
like,
the thing.
no! So like, we have to do a CAT scan, and they look at the CAT scan, and they realize that they accidentally found the cancer. Because really what was causing the pain in my balls was a third ball that was living inside of my body.
Living?
Yeah,
Like, it had
it was like
consciousness?
sentient. So I had a dream that I had a third ball, and my third ball caused me to realize I had cancer, and that it saved my life, and I named it the God Testicle.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Edward's got a third sentient testicle in his subconscious.
I had a dream that I was at work, and apparently I decided to get a little alone time in.
Oh, you were at work?
In my dream.
Oh,
In my
okay.
dream. Only, I didn't realize it was a dream while it was happening.
Oh,
so
I'm
it was
looking at
okay
the
to
security
masturbate at work.
cameras,
Right.
and I'm apparently on this couch that isn't in the office. But so like that's I'm like, when did we get this couch? Oh, I should masturbate. Like that was the street of thoughts. And then I'm watching the camera that like is filming in the office, moving on screen. So like someone else is controlling it and like zooming in. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, why did I do that? I'm so gonna get fired. I'm gonna be fired. Why would I do that?
Oh my god, I do
That's
that
a
a lot,
horrible
though.
I do
idea.
that all the time.
And then I just look around. I'm like, oh god, I'm going back to sleep.
No, I had that the other day. I was at work, same thing, and we had apparently installed mushroom tree couches in the lunchroom.
I like it.
Mushroom tree couches.
Installed them.
I could go into more detail.
They were not grown, they were installed.
Caterpillar
and
watched
I
this
was
in the corner.
playing on a portable, like a PlayStation on a portable TV, and my boss came in and found me, and he's like, "I'm disconnecting you," and turns off my phone and walks away.
Jerk.
And I'm like, crap. And at that point, I woke up and I was like, oh man, why did I do that? Adam's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah, I have dreams like that
I
occasionally.
mean,
but
I feel
don't
like
remember
playing on your phone and playing with yourself are two different forms that they give you a citation
well,
on.
okay.
them. I always wake up knowing
But
that I'm late
apparently-
for work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even when I don't have to work that
right.
day,
You have the day
I
off.
wake
and
up
you're
and
like,
I'm like, oh, it's 10 a.m. I must be late. Wait, I never work before 10 a.m. ever.
I wake up at 3 a.m. thinking that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is not fun.
Well, you heard it here, folks. We're always late for work, always.
I'm
Apparently.
always early for work.
Um,
John can attest when I'm like
Yes,
an
it's
hour early and you're trying to tell me
ridiculous.
I should go home. I go,
Um,
I'm here.
But let us
any
know-
words?
yeah, Edward and I were talking yesterday about possibly, since we now have a next-gen console, the Nerdword does.
Yeah,
John
John got a
doing-
PS4.
Boom.
Ooh, ooh.
About doing like once a month the Nerdwords indie game of the month, and we'll do an LP of it, and then post it to the interwebs.
So if you like LPs, also like this video.
Yes, just let us know, comment, tell us if that might be a good idea, or if you have any suggestions of things we might play, like Grow Home, or...
Yes, I want to play that.
Anything else like that, like Fez, or anything you think would be fun for us, or you might want to think us, like, slam our head against the walls and, like, rage quit. What is the name of your channel going to be?
The name of my channel is the Academy of Edward. I am the sole member of my own Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. So I have my own YouTube channel, and I just sort of do film review things, and also my Academy Awards of the Year.
Awesome.
So I'll post all the links ever. Post all the links.
All of the links ever. I'm excited to see what comes of that.
Yes, I'm excited to do things. My camera finally came in the mail, so I get to do all the fun things.
And hopefully Edward will let us borrow his camera and use it for nerdworthy things, so you can get more videos yourselves, listeners.
Yes. All right. Well, that's it for.
And speaking of cameras and nudes, I'll look at them at work.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I guess send nudes maybe.
The N-wordpodcast at gmail.com.
That's why the email never sent, because they sent it to the wrong email.
That makes sense.
Okay. I'll cut that part out.
I'll edit and leave it in. It's
all right. Whatever.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Love you all.
See you guys next week.
Bye.